What's up, everybody? It is me, KiNGAlpha. Hope everybody's doing great. So just saying, we're going to get into the 3 units that are coming into Season 9. We got the Outriders, the Axe Raiders, and then we have the Grenadiers. I'm going to just call them the Grenadiers. They're the T5 muskets that should have came out last season. Nonetheless, though, I got the videos for you guys. I decided instead of doing them one by one, I just wanted to do them all in one video and talk about them in the video. I don't have their skills or anything that they're going to do. Obviously, there's some skills that you can kind of tell what they're going to be actually doing and stuff. So actually bear with me. I'm not going to be like, yeah, they do this. So I'm just going to talk about the play with them. I'm going to say, obviously, oh, they're TW worthy, things like that. One thing as well I do want to say, though, is the 27th is the preview event. So in case you guys are interested, we will be able to actually look at all these units and everything in the past and season. You just basically the whole thing. But anyways, let's get into the Outriders, and I will catch you guys in a bit. Hopefully, they're good. Alrighty, so let's dive into them. They immediately, for me, they give me the Iron Cat Bow Riders like feel immediately, just for me, because I do feel like they are just like that skirmisher type of cav. Typically skirmisher cav hasn't always been super good, other than maybe like the Rattan Rangers when they before they were nerfed, and then now they've buffed up the Iron Cat Bow Riders, which they're really actually they're pretty decent. Now the thing is, though, and I'm wondering exactly what is that like skill. It kind of looks like almost like a Liao Rangers type of skill, where they go and they rush in through the units and things like that. How much damage does that actually do? Like, is it just one of those things, like it's like the gallop for like armor gears, where they just run really fast? But their return charge does look pretty good, like their damage wise, in terms of like everything. And it's just gonna be interesting. I want to see the range and everything, and the actual skills and formations that they're gonna have. Pretty interesting unit for T3. I wonder how much leadership they're going to be, especially with the leadership reduction this season. So we're going to have to see. But let's look at Axe Raiders. Let's get it. Woo! All right, so these guys I'm really excited for. I potentially think these guys could replace maybe a couple of units and everything. Don't want them to replace a couple of units. I want this unit to be able to duke it out with units, and can lose in certain situations if you play them wrong. I really would prefer, if units definitely took more skill. So this unit looks like one of those units you obviously need to pay attention to exactly. Okay, I can't just engage. I can't just do this with them and everything. I think they're probably going to be a little bit squishy. They did say in the actual description, though, that they can duke it out a little bit. So it's going to be very interesting to see, in terms of like how good is their melee. Is their defense pretty high? Like, what's really decent about them in terms of like certain things. One thing I would say, though, they immediately give me Berserker and like Sons of Fenrir type of feel, just immediately, because of the fact of like everything that comes with them. The rush, the axe throwing, and all that type of stuff. I do wish Berserkers were able to do an axe throw. That would have been absolutely amazing. It would have been one of the key features I would have loved about Berserkers when like charging in and stuff. It is cool that they they can throw their axes and everything, and then they have like another special ability. So definitely it's going to be about a charge, and then 2 abilities in terms of 1, just throwing axes, and then 2 in terms of doing like that that little like whatever they're throwing that does a decent amount of damage. Obviously this is like versus assets that aren't like purple doctrined out and everything like that, so we're gonna have to really see in terms of like that, what comes with that basically. One thing as well is I'm wondering what doctrines we're going to be able to put on them, because they're going to be one of those special units again that we're not going to be able to put a lot of doctrines on them. So what doctrines can we put on them, or are they going to introduce like new doctrines and everything? Hopefully, really hope so. But anyways, let us get into the T5 muskets, the Grenadiers. I'm really excited for these. Alrighty, so that was the last unit for this season. Really do hope that unit could have been released last season or even seasons before. I feel like this is a unit that didn't need much time to really, you know, take in, unless there's like some special things we don't know about them. Really excited to see what their formations are going to be, how much damage, how much ammo, their accuracy, all those type of things, especially with the fact that we do have purple doctrines now in terms of like muskets and things. So it's going to be really interesting to see exactly how they fare in terms of the, you know, doing the rate of fire, doing the accuracy, doing the like all the other Arquebusero doctrines that we do have. What doctrines are they going to get? They're probably going to get a doctrine that definitely does like damage radius increase on their bombs or something like that. One of the key things for these guys is you can obviously see you need to time their bombing, because they have like an animation in terms of throwing, so you can't just decide, oh, I'm gonna throw exactly when the unit is there, because that unit might move out. This is going to be really great though in terms of blobs and everything, in terms of like people that are death balling, sorry, I couldn't think of the word. It's going to be really good for death balling, 100%. So for example, if I had Grenadiers right here and I went to the left side of the wall and I was able to chuck the bombs, depending on how far you can actually chuck them as well, it's going to be very interesting to see what's the range on this. I know I've seen a video though that you can chuck them like over walls if you like put the angle high enough. But let's really see what that's all about. One thing I am scared of is like with the muskets this season, for example, we've had the musket rune this season that has basically been super annoying in terms of being able to just spam the DPS type of stuff, so the bomb and all it, and the caltrops, all that type of stuff. So with DPS, with this DPS unit, I'm just worried like, okay, hopefully this season they don't do another rune for musket that basically makes it super annoying that you can't really use your DPS units. That's one thing I really don't like right now, is the fact that like when I'm using my DPS units, you know, they just get blobbed on by muskets because of the fact that they all just caltrop spam and bomb spam every 2 seconds. So it is very annoying. It's actually one of the reasons I'm not playing the game right now, is because of the fact that sometimes I do like using DPS units, but it's very annoying when you're in a game and there's at least 3 or 4 muskets and they all run together, so you just know that they're gonna just be really annoying and just like kill your unit in like 2 seconds. And even if I move them around, I can't do anything if they all spam caltrops and things like that. So there's a lot of like little aspects to it. Nonetheless though, TW units, are all of these units TW units? The Javs, I can see the, you know, the T3 Javelin Cav, I can see being a T3 unit in terms of maybe fielding and stuff, because of the fact of like, you know, people are even using Iron Cap Bow Riders. As long as this unit actually has decent AI and can actually do decent damage, you never know if this unit can actually even stop Cav. We haven't seen how the exploding Javs do versus Cav, whether they immediately attach to them and then stop them. It's going to be very interesting to see, and it's going to be interesting to test. The only thing though is that we're only going to be able to test on the 27th, and then on the 28th, you know, it's a new season already, so it's gonna kind of suck in terms of being able to test everything. So hopefully one of the content creators test that out as well, because it's gonna be very interesting to see. The thing is as well, the Axe Raiders, I don't think those guys are going to be TW worthy at all, sadly. It's another one of those units that, you know, maybe they could be wall units, but everybody typically uses gold units for the wall. So it's like, why would people use you know, these axe raiders for the wall unless they have like really great leadership and they do a lot of damage. You know, it's just one of those things where I just don't see them being used in terms of TW. Now the Grenadiers, that unit on the other hand, is you're going to see that unit get spammed. It's going to be great for just basically defending and even maybe opening up things depending on the angle of the map and everything in terms of throwing the bombs over. But anyways, guys, if you guys did enjoy this video, let me know what you guys think. I will see you guys in another video. I got plenty of videos coming out.